week 3 of the Everybody Loses podcast, and we have some bad news for you today.
Yep.
This past week has been rough for me, and I think a lot of Americans.
Yeah.
I think I've really lost a lot of faith in our society this week.
It's going to be hard to continue after this.
Yeah. So what I'm talking about, as I'm sure you know, is, I really thought that the American people had were better judges of character. But apparently I was wrong, because I was under the impression that everybody thought that Winona Ryder was a bad actress.
But
apparently people thought she was a good actress.
Yeah, okay, so, alright, well, we're obviously talking about Stranger Things, and we weren't implying any connection to anything else right there.
Exactly.
I watched Stranger Things as soon as it came out on Netflix. John just watched Stranger Things this past week.
Yeah.
Just finished it, I should say.
Yeah, I finished it last night.
So I couldn't understand from the opening. Do you think she was a bad actress in this? Do you agree?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty bad.
Okay, I thought so too. Okay, so we're on the same page there. What'd you think of the show as a whole?
On the whole, preparation aids. No,
right on the whole.
Yep. I thought it was cool. I mean, it was a good setting. It's kind of like 80s. I guess there hasn't been like an 80s show that I've watched in like a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the famous That 70s spinoff, That 80s show.
Is that a real thing?
It is, yeah. The guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in it.
Really?
He was like the main guy.
I've never heard
Glenn Howerton. Yeah.
I've never heard of That 80s show.
I think it's a thing. I could just be making it up. I thought that the writing, I thought like the story was pretty cool. I didn't really like any of the characters besides the kids and the cop.
Yeah, the sheriff was
The
cool.
sheriff and the kids were the only cool, like, characters.
It's funny, because when I started watching it and, like, the sheriff came on and everything, I was like, I know that guy from somewhere. Like, he has a really, like...
He looks like...
familiar stuff.
Looks like Jason Segel.
Sort of. I looked up his
old.
filmography, and he's never been in any movies that I've seen. So I don't know, like, what I recognized him from.
Huh.
Although he did have, like, a 2-second part in Suicide Squad, but that...
Really?
I saw that after, yeah.
Oh, wow.
After the fact. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show. I really liked the 80s homages to like Steven Spielberg and Stephen King and everything. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the kids and the sheriff especially. I thought I thought the show had two huge flaws. One was Winona Ryder, and the other was the CGI of the monster.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't great.
Like at the spoilers, I guess we should say, but at the end,
just skip ahead a few minutes.
Yeah,
we won't spend too much time on this.
But at the end, in the finale, when like they're confronting the monster in the classroom, I was like, I'm watching a cartoon right now.
Well, it almost seemed like they were trying to make it look like something from the 80s, but it looked too good for something from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like campy enough.
If it had looked like something in the 80s, it would have looked real.
Because
it
would have been like a real
they would have
prop.
had to actually use it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm not staring at anything right now. I'm staring at
Yeah, it looked
a figment of some computer's imagination.
Yeah, it almost looked kind of like the bad CGI they like rigged into the re-releases of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Like when they have the stormtrooper riding the big
that
dinosaur
thing, yeah.
Yeah, like it almost looked kind of like that. Yeah, I thought like the teen drama stuff was dumb. I could have done without that. I mean, I guess they're doing more seasons, right?
I really liked the soundtrack too. They had
like the Clash. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was cool 80s stuff. Yeah, I mean, the teen drama stuff was kind of dumb. I thought that, like, who were you supposed to like? Because Jonathan is like a creep.
Yeah, he was a creep.
And then, like, Nancy is annoying.
Like, he's just soft-hearted, like, he's got a heart. No, he was a fucking creep.
Stalker, yeah.
He was fucking taking pictures of a girl,
like wearing a bra.
Yeah, like from the woods without her consent.
And then, like, Steve, Nancy's boyfriend, is like a jerk, but he's like kind of redeems himself at the end.
I was kind of glad that he redeemed it. Like,
yeah.
I was kind of happy when he...
And, like, Nancy's annoying. Barb is... They were just all annoying. All, like, the teenagers were annoying. Like, Steve's friends were, like, the worst.
Yeah.
They were just... I thought that Winona Ryder, I don't know, I guess I feel like I've seen her in 3 movies, or 3 things. I've seen her in that, I saw her in Beetlejuice, which was actually the thing I watched before Stranger Things. I got doubled up on Winona Ryder.
Oh, you had never seen Beetlejuice before?
I had, but I hadn't seen it in a while, and I didn't remember she was in it. And then Mr. Deeds, right? and she's kind of not good in any of those things.
I've only seen her in Beetlejuice and this. I've never seen Mr. Deeds. But you know, she was okay in Beetlejuice, whatever. She was like, you know, some rebellious goth kid. But
yeah,
I don't know. I just didn't like her in this. I thought she was way too over the top. Like
crazy mom.
Oh, my baby boy. And like whenever she walked around, she would like wave her hands. Like she reminded me of
overdoing it.
She reminded me of like Jack Sparrow, like walking around with his hands.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
waving. Like she was just way too.
She wasn't, and I guess this is kind of on me. I kind of judge how I like characters in movies and shows based on like how badass they are, and like the cop was very badass. He's beating like government agents up and stuff.
Yeah.
She wasn't. I didn't think she was badass, and I mean the kids were. I thought like the little like 11, like she was freaking nuts, shooting people, like, you know, throwing cars around and stuff. And yeah, I mean they're cool. I don't know. I remember like during the Emmys they.
Do you know the kid with? I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but. The kid without the teeth is from around here. Like he's from he's from Egg Harbor City.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. They're giving away our location again.
Well, that's, you know, we could be anywhere.
That's true. We are.
I'm just saying he's from Egg Harbor City.
That's true. Good point. We people know we're from South Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's our intro right there. I think. Yeah.
Should we elect to continue?